From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and I got some breaking news this Sunday morning. Trent Brown could miss up to at least a month. That is according to Ian Rapoport. So unfortunately, Brown was unable to play last week because of his whole IV mishap, and again this week he found himself unfortunately on the COVID-19 list. Here's exactly what Ian Rapoport had to say. The Raiders have placed offensive tackle Trent Brown on the reserve COVID-19 list yet again this week, and that he's told he's expected to miss at least a month. The Raiders said that his placement on the list is related to the COVID-19 complications, but he also recently had a pre-game IV mishap that left him in the hospital. We come on here, we talk a lot about Trent Brown, obviously, in the Raiders because, he's really only been able to play in 11 games since signing that monster 4-year contract that made him the highest paid right tackle in the National Football League. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be upset about this, but we said last week that Trent does definitely need to rest up, and he definitely does. I mean, I'll speak from experience here. I've never had COVID, but I've been sick the last 4 freaking days, and it's been putting me on my butt. I know a lot of Raider fans, though, are frustrated because when on the football field, he is one of the best right tackles in the league, and he is a great dominant performer. So what I want to know from all y'all right now is your one-word reaction to Brown being back on this COVID-19 list, to Brown being out potentially a month, right? I mean, that's a lot of time missed when you consider the fact that he's making about $1.3 million every single week, and the fact that he's only been able to play in 10-plus snaps in 11 games since signing that monster contract 2 years ago. So this is a player that you want to be able to have out there on the football field. I know a lot of y'all are frustrated, but again, try to think of where he's coming from. Your one-word reaction to Brown being back on the COVID-19 list. Now, that obviously means he's not going to be able to play in today's game against the Los Angeles Chargers, and I tweeted out, hey, if SoFi Stadium's trying to pump in some of that artificial crowd noise, let's be real, that artificial crowd noise better be cheering for the Raiders because we all know this is definitely a home game here. So the over-under in this one is 53 points. The Chargers, the last time I checked, were 1-point favorites, which I think is a little bit disrespectful because one team's 4-3, the other one's 2-5. Now, what I want you all to do right now is smash that subscribe button because I'm going to be doing a Raiders versus Chargers watch party today. Going to start about 10 minutes before kickoff. Unfortunately, no beers for me. I do have my Pedialyte and some Hall's cough drop stuff ready to rock and roll. We're going to have a good time, though, so make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your noties, and, oh, yeah, if there is breaking news, like something around Trent Brown or another Raiders player, I promise you, I'm going to keep you guys updated. All right, let's look at the offensive line depth chart now. Colton Miller, as I am filming this right now, he is a game-time decision. If the Raiders, for some reason, don't have Miller, and obviously they're not going to have Trent Brown, that is going to be a major, major loss, not having both your starting tackles. Denzel Good, or what everyone's been calling him, Denzel Bueno, has been very bueno this year. He's filled in great at the left guard spot, filling in nicely for Richie Incognito, who's still on the IR. Rodney Hudson, our center. Then you got Gabe Jackson at the right guard. The Raiders' offensive line was supposed to be one of their strengths, but with all the injuries that has occurred this year, I mean, it could come into be a little bit of a concern, especially going up against a solid Chargers defense. Now, back to Trent Brown. Obviously, the big guy, well, he is a gigantic man, and we are hoping for him to have a speedy, speedy recovery. But you know what, guys? The Raiders recently have had some issues around some face masks, and we've lost a 2021 sixth-round pick because of it and about $1.2 million. Now, I don't have $1.2 million, and I'm sure a lot of y'all don't either, but if you do have maybe, let's say, I don't know, $15, you can go get yourself this Raiders face mask. If you have $13, you can get this 2-pack of masks. Chatsports.com/Raiders mask, and my favorite is this 3-pack right here, $18.74, but you got to go to chatsports.com/Raiders mask. They're machine washable. You're going to have to wear them to go out in public, and if you want to be able to go out and, I don't know, watch the Raiders on television, or if you just want to be able to go out and grab groceries, I know every single time I go out, I will make sure that I'm repping my mask, and if you want to go out and get your favorite running back, chatsports.com/Raiders mask. That link is available for y'all in the chat. We're not live, Mitch. Get it together. It's available for you in the description and in the comments section below. All right, one more time here. Trent Brown back on the COVID-19 list. According to Ian Rapoport, could miss again up to at least a month. I'm not sure if there's maybe more to the story. If there is, we will keep you updated. It also could be as simple fact as this. He's already been on the list one time. He had the IV mishap, and now that he's back on, I mean, he could have went to the doctor. The doctor could have simply just said, we want him out a month. After that month happens, we're going to reevaluate him, and maybe we can get him back out onto the football field. The Raiders are 4-3 right now, so hopefully he's able to rest up. Hopefully he's able to get back healthy and better than ever. But I'll tell you what, if he's unable to go, we will show you the Raiders' schedule right now. They got Week 9, obviously, against the Chargers. Week 10 versus the Broncos. The fact that he's probably going to miss these 4 games, it could be a big hit here, especially because 3 of those are in the AFC West. But I'm still a believer that even without Trent Brown, you're going to be able to take advantage of that game going up against the Chargers. You should still be able to go up and beat a team like the Broncos. You should hopefully compete with the Chiefs. We'll see if they can beat them without Trent. I mean, he was a big reason why they beat the Chiefs. And then, obviously, you got some other tough games there. Week 13, come on. If you can't beat the Jets, should you even be considered an NFL team? I said it last year. We got beat 34-3. My dad still rubs it in my face. But, hey, and then Week 14 versus the Colts. I mean, this is a football team where you're really starting to be able to compete with them, especially in that playoff picture. And I don't know if we have the graphics to pull up the playoff picture, but that'd be sure great if we did. Week 15 again versus the Chargers. Week 16 against the Dolphins. Another game that's really, really close there. And then Week 17 against the Broncos. That's been a game that the Raiders need to be able to win, and I'm hoping Trent Brown is going to be there for us. Shout out to producer Sam pulling this one in on the fly. This is the current AFC playoff picture. One of the reasons why I was pointing at those games like the Colts was obviously they are right now the 6th seed at 5-2, and they've been playing very solid football ever since that Week 1 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then at the number 7 seed, you got the Browns. The Raiders have already taken care of business against the Browns, and as it sits right now, before all the games on Sunday, the Raiders, they're actually the 8th seed at 4-3. And then the Dolphins, they're the 9th seed, also at 4-3. The Raiders currently have that tiebreaker simply due to strength of schedule. But you need to be able to take care of your games right now, and not having Trent Brown for at least a month is definitely going to be a major loss. So I'm going to look at guys like Sam Young. I'm going to say, hey, you really, really need to be able to step up. He has struggled the last few games. Also, Brandon Parker. I'm going to give a shout out to Brandon Parker. I've ripped on Parker in the past. I've said that he's not a very good tackle, and he proved me wrong this past week. I thought he played actually better than Sam Young, and if it was up to me, I probably would give Brandon Parker a little bit more playing time. And obviously, there's a reason why the Raiders have promoted Jones Smith this upcoming week, and I don't really anticipate, John Simpson, the rookie out of Clemson, to get much work here. But it's going to be very interesting, especially if Colton Miller is unable to go this upcoming week against the Chargers. So before I leave you all here, I want you guys to get loud because I can't get as loud as what I want. So predict the Raiders' record. Currently at 4-3. Obviously a very big game going up against an AFC West rival, the Chargers, today. I hope you all join me for my watch party again. It's going to start about 10 minutes before kickoff. If you could, hit that big red button that says subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, take that link that you see below, youtube.com/Raiders Report, and send it to some friends. One more time, predict the Raiders' record this upcoming season.